Someone, what? That's gotta be some famous spot. You see
What?
There's like an old T-bird in the driveway.
Maybe I can get a view up here with you.
Lovers, we are doing something different for the next couple episodes. So does the view look a little different than what you're used to following along on the Punk Rock Garage? And it should, because this week we are working in California, and it's a little bit of a different thing that we're trying out. We flew out to LA, and now we're driving up into the mountains to the high desert to work on VW van with my friend Dave. And if you guys follow along, we're going to show you a lot of cool stuff. Dave's a cool cat. He's been in the Volkswagen scene forever, and we're going to get some work done on this van, but we're also going to have a couple little story times and show you guys some cool stuff while we're up here. So we're going to try and do 2 episodes, and real quick edits, so they might not look the same as the stuff we've been trying to do, but if you're used to, stick with us. It's going to be cool, I promise. And please remember to subscribe. We need that to move through the YouTube matrix. More and more subscribers. We really appreciate everybody watching. It's super fun. It's exciting when the videos get a lot of views. And again, give me feedback. Tell me what you do and don't like. I especially like what you don't like. And that's how I can figure out what to show more of or less of, and what makes people have something to say. So anyway, thanks again. We'll see you more soon. Look at that view. So it's funny when I come to California, everything in my brain is recorded by where VWs were being built or where skateboard places were. And we just passed the exit for Palmdale during the big vert ramp era of skateboarding. There was a huge ramp in Palmdale that was famous in Skateboarder magazine, and probably I always think that looks like an ancient pyramid ahead there. Trip out west is, well, it's not complete, it's like getting started, but we made it to out west.
You did.
And we're here in the high desert, and we're with my friend Dave, and Dave is a car guy, and Dave has been in the, and again, there's gonna be people that see this that already know Dave, because I was teasing Dave that every Southern California hot rod Volkswagen video that I watch to see where Dave's at it first. So he's in most of the videos. But we're out here today to work on Dave's 66.
Yep.
How many window?
Yeah, it's an 11 window bench seat.
So it's an 11 window bench seat VW bus or van, or what do people call them on this?
This one's a standard microbus.
Okay, so standard microbus, and then of course back east people talk about them a little differently. So it's
okay.
Some people say VW van, some people say bus. Doesn't matter.
Right.
So
it's a bus, not a van.
It's a bus, not a van. And we're gonna convert, and part of the work that I'm gonna help, we came out to help Dave do some metal work on it, and part of what we're gonna do is convert it to...
Yeah, we're gonna do the floors.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're gonna convert it to a walk-through.
Yeah.
From a bench seat. Add a couple of windows to make it a 13 window.
Right.
And then after we're done, I'll send it out and finish the roof. Ultimately, we want a 21 window.
Big sliding canvas.
Yeah, with a sunroof and everything.
So that's the general plan. As we work, we'll do a lot of fast motion video of working, because nobody wants to see hours and hours of cutting and welding.
Nope.
But I'll stop and explain things like the walkthrough and all those things for people that might be interested as we go. But so hold on, there's going to be all kinds of good stuff to see, and just Dave's shop. Just Dave's shop.
It's awesome.
So we'll show you other little parts as we go. But can I show you Dave's to-do list? Am I allowed to show you to-do list on the internet? So Dave's to-do list is on a whiteboard over here. And he has each of his vehicles that he's got to do work on, specified what needs to be done on them. So can you see all these quick? It's just a handful of stuff that he nurses along. And you know from my videos, I'm always nursing my stuff along. But right here's the 66 VW bus. How long ago did you write that?
Oh, I wrote that like last year. Yeah.
And I told Dave, the funny thing is, compared to what we start with on the East Coast, your 66 bus is like a dream come true for me.
Nice. That's what I want to hear.
And when we go up over there, I'll show you what I'm talking about, how nice and clean it is. So good luck.
Yeah.
So hopefully luck flew into town last night.
I hope so.
Okay, I'll show you more in a minute. Are we filming?
Yes, we're filming.
Okay. So I want to do a little bit of a walk around with Dave to show you sort of like the goal for the van. So real quick, just over here, this is and this is Grumpy's?
No, that came out of Texas. I don't even remember the supplier. That's not Grumpy's.
So quickly, these are the panels that we're going to put in to replace the back of the front seat area.
To make it a walkthrough.
And it literally walk-through means that this space becomes open, not a bench seat. So to go from the front of the van to the back, you just walk through. Don't have to get out the door. And then one of the main jobs we have to do first is we're going to work front to back. I think we decided that last night, right? And so Dave was just saying before it had carpet.
Yeah, this bus, I think it's set with carpet in it. It's a Southern California bus, but that's how the floors got rusty. Between that and leaky seals, it's sat in a backyard in Whittier for a good number of years.
But for East Coast people or people in other countries that have rust, you'll know that I have never seen a bus around us that's not rough in there.
Oh, that's in good shape
yeah,
there, yeah.
Or even the hinge mounts are usually crusty.
That's good to know.
So what happened to this probably was damp carpet under
Yeah,
the
just
avocado
sat.
tree. Yep.
Yeah,
just
just
too
sat.
long, one spot, never moved, never dried.
Correct. You can see it had the bulkhead cut out once before. Yeah, that's why it's a different color than the bus. And then the previous owner, he was working on getting it welded back in, but I prefer a walk-through.
And then this is the replacement floor panel. I have it
Yeah.
out so I can start to look at the edges and where we're gonna cut.
Wolfsburg West on that, and I've got to say all of the sheet metal that I've used or seen from Wolfsburg
I
West.
agree. I was telling Dave this morning we were having coffee that the Wolfsburg West floor panels that I've had, now I've not used every supplier's floor panels, are
Right.
much thicker than the ones that we get out of, I think Denmark. Or
Yeah,
Europe, so.
yeah.
So it's good stuff. So anyway, that panel in this spot, and I'm sure you probably showed this is the daylight that you see under there. So this whole panel will get replaced with that whole panel. This whole panel comes out, and then the ones I showed you on the floor over there go in as a walkthrough. And then in the back,
You can push that all the way.
we're still, these are the windows, that'll be later, but we're still talking about how to address this spot because the floor is actually very good on the East Coast. We probably didn't even touch this.
Yeah, gotcha.
But we're gonna work to get rid of this rust, and our sort of ongoing conversation is how far do we go to replace this? You could make a patch panel for this spot, just right here, but
Yeah.
why would you do that when a panel's available to here? And then the talk becomes, well, why don't we just go to here?
Right.
There's nothing, but we'll figure that as the day goes on.
It's probably better shape than it's going to look on the camera too. It's actually pretty solid.
Exactly, it's not
kinda
soft,
ugly.
that's why I keep pushing on it. It's
Yeah,
not-
yeah. I think as long as we can weld to
Yeah.
it, whatever you think.
So that's where that's gonna go. And then again, East versus West Coast concerns. This is the only external rust work I'm probably gonna do on the van. A tiny
Oh, there's
postage.
a little spot on the other side too. That
The
little
postage
quarter
stamp.
size or whatever it is.
Yeah, so it'll probably be 2-inch square till I'm done replacing metal. And that's it, this thing's cool.
Man, I'm looking forward to seeing this thing done.
And
I'm afraid I was gonna have to turn it into a chicken house or something.
So it's getting, just to go over the look of it, because I like to talk about that stuff because I'm an
yeah.
aesthetic guy. So it's gonna get converted to 21 window, which means
Yep.
it's gonna have another window here. Skylights, canvas sunroof,
Yep.
lowered,
Oh yeah.
bigger engine.
Oh yeah. Life's too short to drive slow Volkswagens.
I've said before, I think I've said before on camera, if I had to drive stock VWs, and I don't want to offend anybody, I probably wouldn't be into VWs.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
Yeah,
It would
so.
be. But yeah, that's the plan. I'll figure out the wheels at some point. It's either gonna, I don't know, have the torque thrust wheels or maybe a nice set of Fuchs alloys or something. We'll figure that out as we go.
It'll be
We
cool.
have options.
It'll be cool.
Yep.
All right, good. As life goes, it's full of challenges. And so Dave and I were ripping away at the van. Melissa ran to get cutoff wheels up to the right size. And now the lift is in a bind. So Dave is running to do some stuff, and I'm in the midst of drilling an axle hole because the pin that the pulley moves on that's in the way of getting the pin that holds the ram in out is bottomed out so hard in the pocket they put it in when they put it together in China that I'm now drilling a hole through the top so I can drive the pin that holds the pulley out with a punch.
Oh my gosh.
And of course the bumper is right where the drill goes.
Did you say, of course, what?
Of course the bumper's right where the drill goes.
Oh.
So I'm gonna do some creative drilling. 9 walk-through bulkhead out. You got all the glass out, door windows out. I got all the seams opened up. You have to have the pinch seams opened up to put the new walk-through seat shines in. They're all opened up. We're ready to cut and drill spot holes.
You guys got all the windows out. Holy cow.
So this California beauty is the next Punk Rock Garage shop truck. And we probably bought this 3 or 4 years ago now, didn't we?
I think so.
One of Dave's good friends that was a car collector in the area was moving to Texas, I think, and had a handful of cars that he was going to get rid of that were not running driving cars. And of course, Melissa and I bought this, and then poor Dave stores it for years. But its claim to fame is it was in a country music video that was fairly well known, but of course, I'm not a country music guy. I'm a punk rock garage guy, so I can't remember the name of the artist, but
Me neither.
I have a link somewhere to the video that it was in. But it has the best desert burn paint job ever.
It just looks so good against that.
So this
mountain.
thing's probably going to stay on its original frame and get Crown Victoria front end, modern front suspension, new posi rear end, and then a Chevy 6-liter LS, and of course low. So the plan is to come out. Dave's gonna take the front sheet metal off of it. We're gonna have an LS sitting here on a pallet and a Crown Vic donor car, and we're gonna do the swap here. I'm gonna drive it home as rough as it is from California to Pennsylvania. Hopefully with like a laptop as the dashboard. That's my fantasy. No air
What?
conditioning.
A laptop.
Yeah, because we'll have the LS hooked up and all in the engine management system. You can go into it through the OBD port and use a computer as your dashboard, speedometer, oil pressure gauge. That's I can't wait to ride along on that.
Oh my gosh.
And we'll probably tow one of these Beetles home behind it just for the road show effect.
That's so cool.
It actually runs and drives. The drivetrain's just so worn out, there's no way we'd get it anywhere on its own drivetrain. And I like the idea of the drive it home challenge.
You do.
It's like 100 today. I probably won't come out to do it during this month when we do it. It'll probably be in the fall or winter.
It just looks like it belongs here though.
Yeah, it belongs in Bloomsburg, PA. Just hasn't gotten there yet. I'm not changing anything about the body. Nothing.
I wouldn't. It's so cool.
It's got the custom cab with the wraparound window front and back. You want to see inside?
How's that door work?
Really good, did you hear it? We'll make it close enough. It's the smell of the desert. It's a stick shift truck. Stick shift truck, but I'm probably gonna make it an automatic just because we use it for a shop truck.
Oh my gosh, the dashboard's so cool. Is that what that's called?
Mhm.
The dashboard.
It's got your little mid-century stars on it.
I know, it's awesome.
It's cool. Look how solid it is.
Some nice poop. Good to go.
Yeah, if I clean it out.
Think?
Sounds like a Native American arrow.
That hole right there. But there's no thread. There's no nothing.
Yeah. I mean, so there's a pressed safety blow off that if you only get one hit, it blows out.
It's so barbaric. Something about a sawzall is amazing.
So what we did today was remove, so we're working front to back on all the jobs that I talked about earlier. And today what we did was, well, I mean, Dave ended up fixing the lift. And I got all the major panels removed that are in the way of it being a walk-through. And if you look up here, I got the rusty floor pieces out. And so now what's left is just to get the spot welds on the fastening points sliced and broken off. And it doesn't look like much, but there's a lot of aggressive work. I'm well satisfied. I'm ready for Mexican food and a margarita.
Cadillac margarita.
Sound about right?
Right? Oh yeah. I'm down.
It's pretty.
Yeah, tomorrow it will look like factory fresh because we'll have all the spot welds drilled out and the seams cleaned, and then all the new panels can snap in and mark where the spot welds to go. So it's good.
And if we can make a decision on the floor.
Yeah, so
Deal with that.
let's get this pinned together.
Right.
and know that, okay, it's just a matter of welding. And then we'll do a couple test cuts and welds on the floor and see how that holds up to welding.
Sounds good.
If it holds up good, we'll just go back 4 rows,
Whatever it takes.
the panel goes, and we'll do it.
Sounds good.
Just put a piece of copper under it and just keep popping it until it tilts full. Personally, I'd probably try it with the panel.
Okay, with the 1.5.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
As soon as I saw that that was able to get shiny before it was super thin,
Okay. Good.
I'm so used to welding junk.
If you're
You know
okay
what I
with it, I'm going to defer to you. I mean, if you're okay with it,
Well, I mean,
let's
as
go
long
with
as
it.
you're comfortable with, like, hey, this isn't going good, we're gonna abort.
Well, if we need to abort and go a different direction, we will.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
This is what I would try if it's mine.
Let's do it. That'll be a good place to start. It works.
Oh, that's right. This goes in like this. This will be here.
Right, and then the back wraps around
Yeah.
the other piece, and they weld up here and down there.
How cool is it gonna be? Seriously, get these spot welds out tomorrow to be like, put it in, twink.
I'm stoked. Really am.
That's really nice that that doesn't have to be.
I know this is the worst part of it because once things start kind of clicking back together, it's going to be very, very satisfying.
Yeah.
See if I can get up here.
I don't know how people worked on cars before there were vice grips or die grinders. I could disassemble the world with vice grips or die grinders. Oh, look. Came right off. No drill. Look at that.
It's pretty. So your socks are pretty too. Your foot was dangling down.
What, my socks?
Yes.
The cheeseburgers.
Like, or David and I were laughing because, like, way earlier your foot was hanging out the bus while you saw your cheeseburger socks and your cheetah shoes. Alright,
I have to go run the grinder again here.
Alright.
This is gonna be fun.
Almost wiped out.
So the floors, did you already show this? The floors
Yeah.
cut out the rusty parts, and all that's left are the parts that are spot welded to the frame. And so, I guess crude or not crude, it's too rusty to see where the spot welds are. So I'm going to fold the metal and keep rocking it till I can see the spot welds trying to tear through. And more than likely, I'm going to tear them off. If not, I'll just drill where they're sticking. So I'm folding it in with vice grips.
I can't see.
Again, comment and tell me how much you hate my method. I'm okay with it.
Very professional method. And then
So that spot weld came right off. It's broken already. See how they come right off?
yeah,
I gotta go down and retrieve my pliers.
I get it. All right.
Here, can I show you in here? See how it's broken off already? I'm just folding it. And all these spot welds will break right off.
So basically you're cutting it into little pieces and then like wiggling it off.
I'm gonna wiggle it till the spot weld breaks. See, at least I can see that spot well now. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Please comment and tell me how crude my way of doing it is.
What's a normal way to do it?
Buff this panel up, look for the spot welds, drill it, drill it, drill it.
So that doesn't ruin the metal underneath what you did? No?
Yes. Yep. Did my phone overheat again?
No, I just turned it off for a second so I could film.
You filming me doing this the wrong way?
What's that?
You filming me doing this the wrong way?
Probably.
The
Can I
wrong
keep
way
going?
leaves no holes, and all you do is sand it off smooth.
Didn't realize you were filming. I'm back. Can I keep going on this?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I went to step down and forgot the lift was lowered down. I was like,
That's funny.
Yeah, we're uptown now.
yeah.
This exposed everything pretty nice.
Yeah, good. Oh yeah, they're good. So while you're at it,
Yeah.
bust out the 1/4" drill.
Yeah, right. Just start drilling.
Drill.
Yeah, I got you. And then I need to go along here too, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'll do this across the front.
Oh yeah.
When you're done there, I'll switch your sides and go over there and do it, and then.
I like that. While you're at it, hey, while you're up, why don't you make me a sandwich? Gotcha. See where the spot welds are?
Can you see the spot welds? If you look down, I don't know.
Yeah,
if
you can see them. It depends on how the light hits it. Along here, you can see
Here's
them
one
pretty
right
well.
there. Can you see that one? Spot weld, spot weld, spot weld, spot weld.
Oh, yes.
I can't break these off with my crude guy method because it'll distort this panel.
With what method?
The caveman style. The caveman.
The crude guy method.
Yeah, yeah. That's how we did it. So Dave and I are now working on the last row of spot welds for the floor panel. And the way that I learned how to do it was from another YouTube channel, Carl Fisher, Mega Custom. And it's drill shallow with a 1/4" bit in the center of where you see the spot weld. And then any bigger bit, 5/8, 1/2 inch or whatever, really shallow, thins out the spot weld around the edges and they come right off. Look how nice these come off. Just a little wiggle to come it off. It's so satisfying.
Cut that off.
They just come right off.
Yep.
So this is almost all prepped now. All these spot welds are gone. All these spot welds are gone. All the ones along the back. And Dave's just finishing up that threshold over there, and this one. And these have probably 30 tiny spot welds, so it's a lot harder to get them off. But we're almost there. And then probably half a dozen around the shifter plate, and we're real close. All in 100-degree heat.
No kidding.
Awesome.
Good times.
Yeah.
All right, get to work, boys.
We're on it.
All right, we're on it.
We're on it. Can I have a vice grip set over there? Thank you, sir. You need the smaller bit, Dave, or you good?
No, I'm good. This one's really tough. It's welded in tight.
You might just take a grinder with a stone on it and just shape
I'm
it
gonna
down.
hit it with the cutoff wheel one last time. If that didn't get it, yep. Watch your eyes over there. One little piece out of the elephant at a time, right?
Yep.
Yep.
How do you- how do
One
you-
bite at a time.
Yeah, how do you eat an elephant? One
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be the stone grinder over here.
You'll see when you're down to your next layer, because just that tiny haze of rust and space between them,
Yeah.
the part you're grinding off turns like a blue flake of
Yeah,
like razor
turns
blade.
it. Okay, so you see it
Yeah.
figured out. Yep.
Just before it's the old hammer.
Yeah, that'll work. Estimate.
Yeah, just thin it out and then we'll break it off with the
Okay,
vice grip.
hope for the best.
Yep.
All right, wish me luck. So the bus was stolen, I'm not sure when. I don't know, probably 15, 20 years ago. I could find out for sure. But the prior owner, he got it back. It was his daily driver, and he got it back. It was all stripped. No seats, no engine, and they just pulled everything off of it they could.
That's crazy.
And then he parked it under his avocado tree in the backyard. And that's where I drug it out of years later, whenever he finally decided to part with it. So
Wow.
I got it from my friend Ted. He's one of my club brothers, good guy. So looking forward to getting this thing done so he can drive it again. I think that'd be cool.
And get it back on the road, like a setback, like a theft.
Right.
It kills you in the water.
Oh yeah. No, it is. That's for sure. So yep. But he was obviously bummed about it, you know.
Yeah.
So anyways.
So do you want me to
That's
work
it.
on that?
Yes,
Do you-
please.
Do you feel like starting to drill?
Yeah, yep.
Flat throw.
I've got that flat stuff down, so
Okay.
I'll
Good
come
job.
around and do my thing over there.
Oh, you're super close, huh? I might just take the flapper wheel and
That's kind of what I was.
Where
I was
down
wondering if
nothing.
you might want to,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I saw after feeling, I can see it's actually a little bit overlaid. You can.
yeah, it sticks out just a
Yeah,
hint. And
yeah,
all those
so-
welds at that end were just barely catching the edge of it.
Okay. Yeah, I figured I'd stop before I created more work for you.
Good. I just throw mine.
Yep.
I had that thing and it died.
So I'm assuming we got a
There's gonna be rose
here
spot welds on each
all
side
the way
of
up along here.
Yep.
All that has to come off.
Yep. Right.
Right.
40 spot welds from Glory.
Okay, so I guess it's more than a dozen. I was thinking we only had a dozen.
No.
Okay.
You're wishing.
And then so the new panel comes out 2 inches or whatever.
Right.
Then goes down. So this, I know I asked you 20 times now. This right here,
Right.
do we have to dress that or is that hidden?
No, it's all hidden because the other one will come around and it goes all the way
okay,
down.
okay.
So I'm not worried about the toe kick or any of that.
Yeah, okay. That's right. That's right. We're gonna shrink this and run it right over here.
Right.
And make the joint right here.
Right, exactly. Right along the stock
Oh,
floor.
I got it. So
It's
we done good.
a lot of progress. Yeah, a little bit more. I got a little bit of drilling and grinding left, and then it's
And
off
then,
to.
and then we gotta work on this
Oh yeah.
to take this center pipe out.
Like you, I've had the Mexican food thing, thinking about it all afternoon.
Yeah.
So it's like the carrot.
Yeah. We got through the afternoon by thinking about Mexican food and Cadillac margaritas.
Right.
Gosh.
It's good though.
Yep, definitely.
So what are you gonna work on tomorrow?
So tomorrow we'll take well, we have to drill out about 30 or 40 spot welds, which at this point in the day is not that much, but
Right.
get the last of this stuff. See these traces of the old panel here? They'll come off. And then we'll prep for the new panels, and then we'll test fit every single panel. And then once we know they fit and it's all clamped together, then you unclamp it and take it back, and every panel edge needs a hole drilled where we drill the spot weld out.
Oh, why?
It's like the reverse process of what we just undid will be to do it for the final
I
time.
guess I should learn to do spot welds.
Well, you're gonna learn tomorrow.
You're going to be drilling.
We already elected. When you walked over to get the phone, we elected that you were gonna drill all the
Right,
way.
we took a vote.
Nice.
You're our best drill person, so we're gonna have you do it.
Right.
And by the end of it, you'll be our very best drill person because you'll be 300, 400 holes quicker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, this was my big challenge today.
Right, the plug.
Yeah.
That.
I gotta say, Melissa's a good help, man. I just jump right in and,
Yeah.
you know,
Maybe tomorrow I'll hold the camera and she can work.
right? I don't know. I was thinking I was going to. It really, it's a huge progress, man. I
looks
can't thank
good.
you enough.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's so cool. I mean, it's cool to hang out with friends, but it's also, it's really cool to do something. I don't know. I didn't know if I'd ever get this done. To be honest, that's.
Can I
it's
talk
just
about
been-
when you had your moment of doubt?
my moment of doubt?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
So Dave, we talked about this a year ago,
Oh,
and
yeah.
6 months ago, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
I've had
we're
the
gonna
thing
do it.
2 years.
So yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So I started getting closer to the time, and Dave talked to a couple people in the restoration industry, and they made it sound like it's gonna be rocket science mixed with witchcraft, and then you better have good luck and a team of 40 people on every tool you never had.
What it felt like.
Right. So Dave called and I said, he's like, let's talk through this. And I said, are you getting cold feet? Or what? I forget how I said it. Like, are you
Something, yeah.
getting concerned or whatever? And he's kind of like, well. And I said, do you know Alan's car? So my friend Alan has a green oval window that Dave knew, and he goes, yeah. And I said, Alan's car is 2 cars I cut in half and welded together. And so that's one.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And I said, you know my black car? And my black car is 3 cars that I cut into pieces all welded together. So I think we'll be okay putting a floor.
Gave me the
in
push I
bus.
needed. It
And
did.
you felt better after it not belittled?
Well, I did, but you know, after, of course, there's the industry pros,
Yeah.
and I get it. I don't have any dreams about this thing being some rotisserie.
Yeah.
You know, I just want it to be kind of how we used to do it. Make it nice, make it solid, make the bottom presentable, nice paint job on the outside.
Well, it's such a nice thing to start with. But
Yeah. And of course, lowered on alloys, because everything. Listen, you gotta admit, trash trailers look good on alloys.
Yeah,
Anything's
exactly.
good. So
everything's on alloys.
Yep.
But all in all, Dave, if it was on a rotisserie, they'd still be chiseling and drilling.
Of course.
That's the game.
Yep. I get it.
So
No,
we're in good shape. Everything looks good.
I'm so energized after. I mean, I'm dog tired. I'm
Mhm,
sweating
me
all
too.
day, but you've been working the old man to death. But I'm so energized just with what we got done today. It's really cool.
Awesome.
It's
Good thing.
definitely
All right, so-
inspiring.
Yep.
Tomorrow, we're back at it.
Yep. Tonight, Mexican food, and maybe a margarita.
Or two.
Wink, wink.
Maybe.
Yes.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna keep drilling.
Yeah. So, do you want the light rigged up there?
close.
This is a tiny little bit of welding right there. People think you have to weld stuff like a bead to hold it. The tiniest little weld will hold something like just out of your grasp.
Living proof.
I want to be holding that in my hand outside the bus.
Yep.
This is it in my hands.
All right. It's taco time. I'm done for tonight.
Wait. The ultimate cash cow inside the vent.
It's full of money?
Matches, Beverly Center parking ticket.
That's
Where's that
awesome.
one from?
Yeah, we're actually making money on this job. Change all over.
Here, tire again.
So close.